Ready.
And just to play a little bit of the devil's advocate, because we did have the conversation a little bit earlier on this, in order for those to be successful, get the women involved, get your sponsors involved because they're getting viewership, we need to have entry-level programs that start early to get women to that. So you can put on the best event in the world, as you know, and not have a lot of teams coming, but it's super important to be able to bring women's numbers up to where you would have a very full tournament, just like you do with all the guys that show up. And go ahead, sorry.
Thank you. Now, just to add to that, what I would really like if we could push a button and actually transport ourselves to Portugal right now, because the Gamer Girl Esports Festival is on as we speak right now. And it'd be really, really interesting to have a look at kind of the age group. It'd be really fantastic to see how they would actually respond. So if we can, you know, do check it out online to see some of the tweets that might be coming through. I'm certainly going to connect a little later on some former players that were playing esports while at Salford University. So shout out for you guys if you're listening, because I think there's a really important part where, just building what Amber was saying as well, the sense of bringing technologies into the classroom. And it's still really not happening at the pace in which technology is developing in some of these more commercial worlds and industry worlds, so that when you are still going into a primary school, you have teachers who do not know how to talk about this. So how do we actually educate not only our teachers to be proficient in this sort of future fit sort of skill sets and knowing what the careers actually are, which is not just gaming. I mean, I've got a huge list here of things, everything from leadership, public roles, analytics, coaching, journalism, broadcasting, that all sit around this idea of what esports actually is. And to that is also the education of parents. And this is where bias also comes in, is, well, you know, you might do, as a young girl, I know the iPad and mobile phoning is much more prevalent than perhaps the PC gaming. Again, can esports kind of develop into having much more competitions that brings really young girls into that mindset of competitiveness and team sports that is not necessarily PC or console based? And I think that needs that entry level and that investment to actually progress parents, teachers, and also the young kids to say, I can play at the same level of everyone else.
Sarah?